Hello fellow builders and welcome to my Lego Lightsaber tutorial. I'm going to say this is the first video I have ever made, so I'm recording with my cell phone sitting on a music stand in front of me. I'm sitting on a very squeaky chair. I will be giving a very amateur commentary and cinematography. There may be an occasional interruption from a cat, and I have no editing technology whatsoever, so bear with me. Anyway, I had this idea a few days ago for how to build a Lego lightsaber using a certain spinal structure. And the final product was so good. I wanted to share it with the world, but due to licensing laws, copyright and all that, Lego can't really take fan ideas for trademark products. They don't want to step on any legal toes, and I don't blame them. But you see replicas of fan-made things all over the internet. So here's mine, and I hope this inspires you to make some of your own. This is the primary purpose is for you to design your own lightsaber with this structure, but for the sake of this video, demonstration purposes, we'll be making the benchmark from 1977. I already have, it just fell on my leg, most of it built already. Just gonna put it all together. I didn't want to do step by step, piece by piece, because I don't want this video to be too terribly long, but I will be giving you close-ups of each one in case you want to build this particular saber, so you can get an idea for how it's built. So here's the basic idea. What I have here is a 16 stud long plus bar and a 10 stud long plus bar filled with lots of tripods. The tripods are arranged in such a way that they will make a hexagonal shape as each side of the lightsaber is applied. Now, I did attempt to make it as round as possible. I tried doing an octagonal shape, tried other methods, but they all just ended up being far too thick and not rigid enough. And when this method, which was my original idea, came into completion, it was just absolutely perfect, so I rolled with it. Now I'm using here these dual rotted Technic bricks, and on some of them, particularly the longer ones, I have added this for additional rigidity. But what that also means is using those, you can apply them to the end of the saber, make it even longer. So there you go, you Darth Maul fans. I'm not hating, I'm a Darth Maul fan. Who isn't? I also tried the 2x2 cylinder bricks because they can go on the plus bar as well, but they didn't really fit for the square and rectangular long plate structure that I had originally intended. Actually, so I don't confuse myself as to what goes where, let's start with this bit here, which helps me attach some of the details at the top. And these do not have to be placed in any particular order or a particular distance from each other. The way I have them right now, they're about 3 studs, give or take, between each other. This one here is these connected there, and notice they are not all the way in there. It's about 10% left. So here's my this side up arrow. So I'm gonna find that way that lines up, and I want it lined up that way with these two facing down. And then that one facing up. Oh shoot, did I turn it already? Mother Hubbard, I did. There we go. This is going to be just over 1 stud away from the next one. Now we got these 3, I'll call them panels here. These are all completely identical, these 3, and they are going to attach here to the lower 2 tripods. Now, this structure is based primarily for this model lightsaber. When you make yours, make it however the heck you want. That is the point, is that this method gives you so much creative freedom. There you go. And there's the triangular structure that I originally thought of. And if you want to make a double, simply take this dual female end here, put some of that there, another end there, and it can just keep going. So there are those panels there. I'm going to make 2 of these. Here, where's this side up? Oh, there it is. Place them facing outright, like that. That's got to slide down slightly. There we go. Now here's our front panel that's going to go along here on the front. There we go. And then a bit of final detail here. Got a 1x3 with a couple of flats on it. That's going to go right down the middle on that one. Got this panel here, which is basically the same, just has a 2x6 flat at the end. And that's going to go on this side. You want to make sure this top bit attaches good, solid click like that. And then this one here is exactly the same as the previous one. This has this bit on it. What we have here is a 2x6 plate with the 4 studs on the side. Goes on like that. There we go. And once that's on, bend that down. Nice equivalent triangle, 60-degree angles on all sides. Look how nice that looks. Finishing touches. Got this bit here. This one took a couple attempts with different methods. So some were too long, some were too wide. Then I put this one together. I was like, well, why didn't I think of that at the very start? Now, my original plan was to have the 3x3 piece of slice on either side like this. But to my great surprise, after 10 minutes of searching, realized I only have one in light gray. And that was the sound of my friends and family getting shocked that I only have one of a basic piece. So for my saber, I'll just use the 4x4 pizza slice, which, you know, doesn't look that different. And then the emitter here just slides right in there nicely. And finally we have the belt clip. Now I spent several days working on different variations for this. I had a 4x4 cylinder brick with the negative Technic holes on either side with some Technic bar and macaroni pieces. That was a much more rigid clip, but even though this thing is very lightweight, even though it would hook on the belt very nicely, it only took a few steps before what little weight there is of this was still too much for just the basic 2-stud long plus bars that I had it setting on. So for the sake of the authentic look for this particular saber, a belt clip's not going to work, but when you make your own, that shouldn't be too much problem. And there you have it. I did make also, darn it, stand up, a concept blade using these long tubes. I have checked, they only make these in blue. And I ran out of long crossbar pieces, and I never got around to asking my friend if I could borrow his long blue tube pieces from his UCS Falcon, and a couple lightsaber blades from Obi-Wan General Grievous buildable figures. This particular method will fit on this emitter, and it's easily adjustable to whatever emitter you make, but like I said, this is a concept. It's not the most rigid thing in the world. If you have more of these pieces than I do, be my guest, make it work. I did also try to make a blade using the same skeletal structure as the hilt, but I also ran out of pieces there, and it just ended up being too heavy. But if you can find another way to make a good solid blade that's not too heavy, please show me. If I said this before, sorry, but I have to say it again before I forget again. I want to see your creations, so put some way so I can see it in the comments. Well, there's my first, maybe only, but hopefully first, Lego lightsaber tutorial. I hope you enjoyed making yours as much as I did mine. I will be making a lot more of these. I don't know if I'll be making a video for every single one of them, but I do plan to make Dooku's, Obi-Wan's, Vader's, which won't take long, just a bit of changes around here. I will make Cal Kestis's as well, maybe Yoda's, maybe Windu's, but these will all be hilts only, because as I've said, I can't really do the blade. But if you figure out a way to do it, let me know. I want to see it. Thank you everyone for watching. May the Force be with you.